Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, I was gonna say everybody's really excited about this project, man. And so, I'm just really excited about the release. The response has been amazing.
Yeah,
People are really seeing my vision. And so,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited about that, man. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, no, definitely. I love the project as well, and I looked through all the promo as well for it. The little clips of the video you done on your
Yeah.
Instagram, I really liked that. I thought that was so
Thank
good.
you.
That
Thank you,
was
brother.
great. Like, what inspired like that sort of video, like doing clips like that? Because that's quite different from when you
Yeah.
usually release something. You don't really bring the
Yeah.
visuals like that. But I thought that was so
Yeah.
good.
I
Yeah,
wanted people to really visualize what we're saying on the project.
yeah.
Nowadays people want to see everything. They don't just want to hear the song, they want to see the music video. They don't just want to hear you sing, they want to see it
Yeah, man.
happen.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of, act out, have some actors come in and act out those parts because I want people to see that and put themselves in that position to really understand where I'm coming from as far as the project as a whole. So that was really fun, but I felt like people would really get it. It's almost like watching a small movie or a
Yeah.
clip of the project.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I really wanted that. 'Cause I looked on your YouTube. I was hoping that the video was in whole on your
Yeah.
YouTube as well.
Yeah,
Because
nah,
I
that's
think that's
because,
going to be so good.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, just the skits, man. I wanted people to see it, and I think
Yeah.
that goes over way better than just listening.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Have you got any visuals planned for this drop as well?
Yeah, a lot, man.
Yeah.
We definitely want to take it on the road. So we got Church Girls Love R&B the tour, the live
Yeah.
experience, and we're taking it on the road, man. So we're gonna be hitting all of the major cities, and may even step on into your neck of the woods too, man. So you
Oh,
just never
nice.
know.
Yeah. No, if you can come over, like, let me know. I'll definitely love that.
Absolutely,
Even if we can do something together, I'd love to do that as well.
yes, sir, yes,
That'd be
sir.
so
Me
good.
too, me too, man.
Yeah. Cool. So, what was your like inspiration behind Church Girls Love R&B? Because I love the title as well. I think it definitely like church girls do love R&B, so I think that is like a
Yeah,
big part of it. But what
yeah.
inspired that really?
First of all, you're right. It's definitely a fact. Church girls love R&B, but also the church guys. We love
Yeah,
R&B
yeah,
too.
hundred
I'm a
percent. Yeah,
church boy, born and raised in church, man. My foundation is definitely God, and
yeah,
I'm super big on that. But I also wanted to create a project that spoke about relationship
yeah,
issues. That's with your girlfriend, that's with your wife, that's with your husband, with your boyfriend, however, or even just friends. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
yeah,
sometimes even in church, the preachers don't really preach on how to get over divorce or how to get over a breakup. Like how do we navigate through that? And I feel like just in our genre and in our community, we don't talk about it enough. And I feel like this project, what I wanted to do with this project is give people tools on how to, navigate through relationship issues. And some of it's my story, some of it's me and my wife's story, some of it's
yeah,
friends just having conversations I've talked to down through the
yeah,
years about situations, man. And I felt like people didn't have a solution. It's almost like, you know, when especially women, when they're going through something, they run to R&B music because R&B music is talking about what they're going through. Like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
heartbroken. When we listen to Mary J and Keisha Cole and all of these folks
yeah,
who are really talking about the heartbreak and they can really connect with that. So I wanted to use the sound of R&B for sure because that's usually the soundtrack of relationship
yeah.
issues.
Oh no, yeah, I love that, and I think you're right. It is the soundtrack because whenever you're feeling that sort of way, you would just put on R&B or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
you listen to it in the background. So
yeah,
I really love what you've done, especially because I think as Christians as well, we want something that's a bit more cleaner as well.
absolutely.
So it's nice that you've done that because it gives us the opportunity to listen to good R&B,
Yep,
but in a faith setting as well.
absolutely.
And like you said, like it's different stories you put together
Yeah,
that we've all gone through. Like we're all going
yeah,
through maybe like marriage, relationships, and just even singleness. It's like just being able to feel that emotion and connect with someone who's going through a similar thing. So I think what you've done is really good by
yeah.
doing that.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
I also feel like too, R&B is an avenue. that God could use as well. You know,
Yeah.
God uses me through R&B, through the sound of R&B. God uses me through the sound of hip hop. Sometimes
Yeah.
my music feels a little more hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like God
Yeah.
can still
Yeah.
use me there, and God can also use me in Christian and gospel music. You
It's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
It's
So,
true. Yeah.
we a lot of times in our genre or in our community, we kind of downplay R&B music or hip hop or all of these things, but those are avenues that God can use to reach people.
Yeah.
And so, I wanted to change that perspective and show people and also change some lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. No, definitely. It definitely does that. Do you have a favorite song on the project?
Yeah, it
One that you like the
changes.
most?
It
It
changes
changes.
every
Yeah.
every week because I heard the project months before everybody else did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I definitely love every last song on there. But right now, I would say Emotions. It's probably
Emotions.
my favorite. I feel like
Yeah.
this is one of the first times too a guy is speaking for the woman. Like
Okay. Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
bro, like you playing with her emotions. Like she's not gonna do
Yeah.
this. Like you tried it. You can't even look in her face. She know you lying. You know what I'm saying? Like I've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? I've been there. I'm like,
Yeah. It's
it's
true.
not
Yeah.
working. Like she knows it. She gets it now. Like
Yeah.
she's realizing that I'm really playing with her heart. And so, that song speaks a lot of volume. I feel like that song encourages women, but it also makes men reflect on, past relationships or even a relationship that they're in.
Yeah.
I got homies hitting me up all the time, like, bro, this project ain't just for the ladies, man. Like I'm listening to this, man. It's making me, reflect on
Yeah.
myself. Like, man, I treated
Yeah.
some ladies
Yeah.
pretty bad. Like this is making
Yeah.
me step it up. And so,
No, definitely. Yeah.
that's important.
Yeah. 'Cause when I heard it, I was listening to it on the car as well on the way home. And I was just like, yeah, I love this so much because it really brings you. Well, most of us were raised on R&B as well,
Yeah,
wasn't you? So,
yeah,
so it just brings that sound, but also what you're talking about is real stuff as well. So I like that you
yeah,
said that because
yeah,
it's
man.
not just for the ladies; it's for the guys as well who are
Yeah,
listening as well.
yeah.
And I really liked. So she was one of my favorites on there,
Oh
and
yeah,
also I think it was. I'm looking now. Um, Emotions was quite good as well. Actually, I
yeah,
really loved that one. And obviously Grace was really good because
yeah.
it was a nice sort of like roundup as well.
Hmm.
So I love the way you've titled them as well. I thought it would be like quite elaborate
Yeah,
titling, but they're
yeah,
quite like kind of just one word.
yeah. I wanted one
Just,
words, and yeah, we specifically did that. I
yeah,
wanted it to be just bam, 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 bam. Straight to the point.
yeah,
As far as how we write it, and us in our culture, man, we'll hear a song and we name songs whatever we want them to be called. We like, what's that
yeah,
song? What's that song? Grace and Favor Falling on Me, and we
yeah,
call it that,
yeah.
but that's not the name of the song. The song is called
No,
Favor. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Or
That's
Grace.
true.
And so,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make it real simple, man, so you could never forget the title of these records.
No, yeah, 100%. You've done that because I think when you're just looking at them, it's almost like it's each of them is a part of a bigger story, and
Yeah,
I definitely like get that from it because when it's like
absolutely.
Keisha and their wrongs and she like
Yeah,
emotions, it's just
yeah,
all it
yeah,
makes sense. Yeah, so what you've done on there is huge. I was quite excited about this project because like I think it's done in such a creative way that not many artists do, like not even like just saying secular or Christian. Like
yeah,
to me, you've just done what has come from you, if you know what I mean. This is something that's creative where you thought, okay, let's do it. We don't do it like the norm. Let's do it how like this is what I'm being led to do, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
So it's like even the creative vision, 'cause I know a lot of your projects, you have a lot of creative flair with it.
yeah.
What why do you think that you've gone in that sort of direction? Do you feel like when you approach a project, do you look at it and be like, okay, how creative can we go, or
Yeah,
I want to do it how
yeah,
this is how it's supposed to go instead of trying to replicate something or copy someone else? How do
yeah.
you sort of
I love. I got a strong team, man, and we love to think outside of the box.
yeah
We're a small team, but we're really strong. And I'm an independent artist, man. So
yeah
I'm constantly competing with big labels, and big artists. And these
yeah
people have a huge team. They spend millions of dollars on to be creative. And so,
yeah
I'm competing with those people. That's who I'm
Yeah.
competing with. So when I come to a project, I try to think of all of the different things that can make people say, wow, oh, I've never seen that before, or that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
Thinking
Yeah.
outside of the box, I feel like really reaches people. So, I want to be innovative. I want to inspire people. I want somebody to see what I've done, and then, they go out and make a project too, and, get
Yeah.
inspired and, change the game like we're doing. And so that's why I always want to think outside of the box, man. I feel like that reaches people.
Yeah, no, you've definitely done that with this project, and I've realized as well, like when like listening to it and watching it, there's not any features on it either. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
that all in the plan as well? Saying this one's
Kind
just gonna have, yeah.
kind of not. It just
Oh
happened
no.
that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It just happened that way. And I wanted it to feel personal though too. Like once I realized that we didn't have features, it felt even more intimate. It felt more
Yeah.
personal. And so, I feel like that kind of went along with the theme of the project too. So I guess it didn't need any features this
No,
time,
it
man.
didn't need any features, man. It didn't need any features at all. Did you produce the whole album as well yourself?
I did. I produced
Yeah.
every track on there myself except for N. N
Okay.
was done by this super producer by the name of OG Parker and another guy
Okay.
named Smash David.
Yeah.
And OG Parker and Smash, they're doing record. They do records for like Chris Brown and all of these other folks. And it was really
Yeah.
dope to work with them because they could have worked with anybody, man, but they took the
Yeah.
time to work with me on this, and that's one of the highlights of the project. That record too. So
Yeah. No, no, it's incredible, man. It's an incredible project, and
thank you.
I really think that like since its release, it's been like some of the tracks have been on repeat on my playlist as
Yeah,
well. So I'll
yeah.
put some of them on my playlist. I just love them. When you're actually producing them and you're creating the music as well, because you produce like most of it yourself, and how is that sort of process? Because there's not many artists who actually produce as well. So what's the process like when you're in? I guess you have a home studio, or do you?
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah,
it right now. Like this is
yeah,
the
yeah,
room that I did everything in, by myself, man. My wife would come in every once in a while and ask, "When am
yeah,
I gonna eat? Am I hungry?" She'll bring me some
yeah,
water or something, and she moves out of the way and let me finish, doing what I'm doing.
yeah,
But the process is usually I just want to make music, so I usually start off everything with just being creative.
yeah,
As far as coming up with the production, I'm usually making tracks for like a month. And then the following week or so, I'll start putting words to it and melodies. And
yeah,
that's usually my process. And then whatever it becomes, it could be a project. It may just be a single. It may be an EP. It may
yeah,
be an album. I just like to make music. So this kind of
yeah,
just happened. Like I didn't plan this from the start. I just started making music that I was feeling. Like I would wake up and hear this song, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go make that. And
yeah,
next thing I know, I got like 6 tracks, and I'm like, wow, this is some art here. So
yeah,
I take that to the team, and I say, hey guys, this is my idea. Let's figure out how to release this. How am I gonna get my message across beyond the music? Because honestly, the music is the easy part for me.
yeah,
It's getting with my team and figuring out how to get it to you guys.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I like that. I really like that, and I like that you said how to get it to us as well, because a lot of artists may not think about that either. They'll think about, okay,
yeah,
they'll just do the music, and a lot of them
yeah,
are in the studio and they just
yeah.
do the music, but then they don't think about the next step, that
The
middle
music
step.
is just the beginning.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
when you release that music and you send it to all of the outlets for streaming and everything, that's just
yeah,
the beginning. Now it's time to work the music, make sure the music gets to the people that the music is for. And
yeah,
that's when those strategies come, like I said before, a strong team.
yeah. No, 100%. I definitely like that. Would you say like your wife is a part of your creative process as
Oh,
well?
absolutely. My wife,
Yeah.
my wife actually creative directed this project.
Oh
She
wow,
did the album cover. She went and
wow,
designed it. She did the photo shoot for it. She got the nails done by the girl's hand. She
wow.
designed this all. So my wife was. This is the first time I actually had her to creative direct any one of my albums, and she killed it, man. So she's
Oh, that's
officially now
incredible.
my creative
Yeah, your
director for
creative
sure.
director. Oh,
Yes.
that's incredible. I love where you could have teams like that. Where you
Yeah,
could have
and
like
look,
you and
and
your
look,
wife.
and I didn't have to pay.
Yeah, that's true. No, I love that. I
Yeah,
love that.
man.
I
Man,
always say that to my wife as well because she runs a coffee shop. So
oh,
anytime I need like coffee or
oh
anything,
yeah.
she's the one that does
On
it
the
all.
house. On the house, man.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Yeah, no, I love that. I love the creative flow and just
Yeah.
everything to do with it. And so I guess like now it's more just it is the promo side of the
Yeah.
project as well now. And so, but obviously as an artist, you never stop creating anyway. So it's, you're probably still like today, even
Yeah.
after your
Yes.
interviews and stuff, you
I was
probably go
working
back
last
and
night. I was working
yeah,
last night on new music on the next. Like I said,
wow,
by the time you guys hear the music,
yeah,
it's been done months before. And so
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
usually already on to the next thing. But I'm just happy that I'm in a creator space because being a creator, you know, I usually go off of emotions, even and no
yeah,
pun intended, but the song emotions. But I usually go
yeah,
off of how I feel, and I'm in a good zone right now. I'm inspired. I feel like God is just giving me songs back to back, and I'm just excited that I'm able to do this for a living.
yeah.
All I do is music, man, and I could just wake up
Amen.
any morning and walk in this room and make a song like
Yeah,
that.
no,
So
that's
God,
incredible.
God is
Yeah,
amazing.
amen, amen. Yeah, no, I love that. What would you say like your biggest challenges are in general, like with the creative flow? 'Cause obviously we know you can do the music, but everyone may hit certain like creative like kind of
Yeah.
spaces
a,
where
a
it's
block or
really
something.
hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I usually try to go and, spend some free time alone, or sometimes I just hang out with my wife, or I go on a trip, or I watch movies, or like it's a
yeah,
bunch of
yeah,
different ways to just kind of release my mind and just relax. And most of the time when I'm in a comfortable zone, that's when I'm inspired. Or I just listen to music. I think
yeah.
what's really dope is that I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and
Oh, nice.
Atlanta's really inspiring because it's so many artists all the time that come out of Atlanta. New artists, new
Yeah,
sounds, new vibes. The city of Atlanta is such a inspirational place to me. And so sometimes I just go outside. Sometimes I may just go to the park or drive
yeah.
downtown and look at the skyline. That
Nice.
inspires me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And so I love the fact that I'm in a city that's so inspiring to me. That usually kills the block of inspiration.
yeah. Oh no, that's good. So that's the key to actually try and be a bit more like kind of creative or kind of
Yes,
go out and actually see other
yes,
things and that will
yes,
help.
man.
Yeah. No, I love that. I definitely love that. I think what would you say is probably like in sort of them block times as well and when you're doing other things, is there any things that you like to do which you know straight away that's gonna help
Yeah,
you like get through that as well? 'Cause I know you said going out to parks and things, but what
yeah.
usually triggers it?
Just like I said, away from the computer, away
Yeah,
from, away from social media sometimes, take a break,
yeah,
or even prayer. You know what I mean? Like prayer time, that's really big for me too. And,
yeah,
just reconnecting with God as much as I can, and asking Him to lead me or give me the songs or give me the words to say. That
yeah,
usually helps too. If I'm blocked, usually a day or two later, or sometime in that moment, God will just give me a song right then, and now I'm
yeah.
inspired again. So
That's
it's
true.
so many different things that I could do. I just love the fact that I'm an independent artist and I'm not pressured by a record label. Like, look,
Yeah,
this is the
yeah,
deadline. We need 10 songs by the 23rd. And I'm just like,
yeah,
whoa, like I'm not a robot. I'm not a machine. I literally
yeah.
go off of what God has given me and how I feel. And so I love the fact that I love the freedom. The freedom is what makes me inspired, keeps me inspired.
No, amen. I love that. I love that. It's like the freedom that makes you inspired because that's what
Yeah.
our whole faith's about. Is it? It's the
Yes,
freedom.
man.
So
Freedom.
that's good that you've got that.
Yeah.
What would you say like to other artists coming up through the ranks, and what would you give like the biggest piece of advice, whether they're signed or unsigned?
Yeah.
What would be sort of your advice to, yeah, just in general, what would actually help them on their journey?
I would say definitely a strong team,
Yeah,
having like-minded people around you, people that almost most of the time believe in you more than you believe in yourself. There's some days where I'm talking with the team and they're like, this is what we're gonna do. Let's do this, let's do that. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, y'all really think I can do all of that? Like, and I'm like, and they're like, yeah, do you know who you are? You're Jor'Dan Armstrong. God has done this in your life.
Yeah.
And they encourage me, and I'm like, wow, I guess I could do this. And so
Yeah.
sometimes when I'm down, I'm a pretty confident person, but I do have some days where I'm down and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, I feel discouraged. And my team comes in and,
Yeah.
wakes me up. They're
Yeah.
like, dude, nah, snap out of it, bro. Like, we need
No,
you. Like, the
definitely.
world
Yeah.
needs you. And so, a
Yeah.
strong team, I would say, have people around you that believe in you, that root for you, that are your cheerleaders, they're just rooting you on. That really helps me. And of course, having a relationship with God, because having Him to order your steps, I
Yeah.
think is really, really important, man. I walk on this journey and I literally follow God's footsteps. At least I try to,
Yeah.
I try to
Yeah.
follow and listen to what He's telling me to do. And He continues to confirm, send me confirmation. Like right now, I was
Yeah.
nervous about this project a little bit, but for some, God made sure we went to #1 on the charts with this
Yeah. I saw
project,
that. Yeah.
and that makes me say, okay, God, see, thank you, because I was nervous, but I'm glad I listened. I'm
Yeah.
glad I
Yeah.
heard the voice of God, and that was confirmation that we're doing the right thing.
Yeah. How important would you say to do that, to actually just trust your instincts and trust, like, have belief in yourself and your ideas and projects? Because I felt that a lot of people struggle with that the most, because a lot of people are looking for, they're looking for outside confirmation, not just like as in not outside confirmation, but they want people to say, "Oh, do this," or give them a roadmap. But for you, it's more you're just believing in this project that
Yeah,
like this is
yeah.
what's come to you, and you want to put it out like this. How important do you think it is to do that?
It's very important. My faith
Yeah.
is so strong, man. And it didn't just happen. It's been years of my relationship with God. Of course, there's still some times where my faith is
Yeah.
shaken, but I have to stay encouraged. I have to continue to
Amen.
pray, read my word. You know what I mean? And God just continues to build my faith in Him. And so,
Yeah.
I have to step out, bro, every day, especially just being an independent artist, but also being an entrepreneur, a business
Yeah.
owner. This is also my business. Like, I have to step out on faith every month. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I
Yeah.
don't get a salary. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is every month is faith. It's a faith walk. Every month I'm standing on God. I'm relying on God to make a way for me for next month. And He
Yeah.
does every time. And so if
Amen.
God's telling me to do something,
Yeah.
why would I play myself? Just do it.
No, it's true.
Just do
It's
it.
true. It's
Yeah.
true. No, I love that. I love that. I saw the Mortal Kombat in the background.
Oh
Like, is
yeah,
that?
man.
Yeah, I love
That's
that. Do you
I
do you
grew up
play
on
that
that.
just when you're just going through, like, just want to have a little break?
To be honest,
Yeah.
I haven't played it but maybe twice since I've had it. I've had it for
Oh
like
wow,
3 years now.
wow.
The aesthetic of it, like just having it
Yeah.
on, and every once in a while I look over there and I see it, it just inspires me too. For some reason, that was one of my favorite games growing up. And when I had the
Yeah.
opportunity to purchase one, I said, "Oh yeah, I need to get that, man." And it's got all the
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat's 1, 2, and 3.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, man, my favorite.
No, yeah, that's incredible. 'Cause I always love that. 'Cause I always say to my wife that I want to create my space and have it
Yeah,
like it needs to
yeah,
inspire me as well. So I
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
think that you've done that. Like you've got,
Thank you.
I've seen a couple of things in your background.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I love the aesthetics.
Yes, man.
That
Thank you.
yeah. So would you say 'cause I love like just like your color, the colors you use, the color palette as well. I would say like obviously your wife does your creative direction, but you have like overall creative direction as well for your
Yes.
projects.
Yeah.
But it's like it's nice to see that you can actually allow that to be not outsourced, but you allow your wife to have control as well, because a lot of people as well don't allow people to have certain control in what they do. So talking about how it's important to have a team, like you said earlier, how important is it to actually give up control of some of the creative processes as well of the project, like when you put it out? How important is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very important, man. And you're right. I always want to think about that. I think that connecting what God has given me with the listeners is the most important thing
Yeah,
beyond the music. You know, I want people to understand where I'm coming from. I want people to feel me. I want people to hear and see what God has given me. And so
yeah.
that's how we got Church Girls Love R&B, man.
Amen. No, it's a great project, and I definitely would recommend everyone to listen to it if you're listening to this podcast right now. Thank you, Jordan, so much for having this interview, spending time with me today. It's been a great time to actually just delve into your project as well.
Yeah.
And we need to get you over to the UK, definitely.
Yes, man. I gotta
We
come.
need
I
to do
actually
that.
love the UK, man. I've been wanting to visit there for a long time. So
Yeah.
I definitely plan on being there possibly this year before the year is over, man. So
That'd be amazing.
yeah, man. But thanks for having me on, bro, and thanks
No,
for sharing
thank
your
you.
platform, brother. Church Girls
No,
Love
thank
R&B is
you.
out right now everywhere
Yeah,
on
check it
all
out.
streaming sites. It's
All
all
streaming
over the
platforms.
planet. The biggest record of the year, man, and I'm
Yeah.
excited that I got a chance to make it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone check that out.